across the fruited plain from coast to coast, but in the South, where they say the game just means more, there's only one game considered the Deep South's oldest rivalry. From black jersey debuts to prayers at Jordan-Hare, this matchup has had it all. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently. Again,
turning it on. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Makes a pass to Marker. Breaks into the opener, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line, that's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up and tackle footballs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Bell. Gets away from one, he's got space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Creates a little, takes it the other way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Pucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Card in the backfield. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. He's down and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And your Auburn Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of...
Oh, he's got some space. He was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when...
And it's caught inside the 15. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 20. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the run, it's Frazier. He's brought the... There's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pulls it in. It's Branch. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Got the first down and more. He's up to 94 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And the went right back to their man. This time the defense was ready to stop him.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it in, it's Simmons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play. Only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Direct snap. It's Singleton. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. That slices the lead to 2. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Frazier. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime. Ready to try the point after.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Carmen. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here comes the heat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. The offense will quickly use a timeout. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They booted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Stockton. That's caught, it's Branch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The middle is complete. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
To throw. It's Stockton. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Bell. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
With the catch, it's Coleman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity.
Turning it on! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, He has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the option. Touchdown, Georgia! Great job by the back on the option. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, and man, they got to do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 45 on his way. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 1 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping it. Makes the grab on the right. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Branch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that... Exactly what they got. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He makes a catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCray. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It is Georgia taking home the W in the